less needs, as you mentioned. I don't know that obviously they're all young, they're freshmen coming in. It might be tough to say, but I know last year you brought in like Sarah Stram, and she contributed right away, scored a lot of points for you. Is there anybody that's from this class that you could maybe envision coming in and getting a lot of playing time right away?
You know, it's kind of that $1 million question, and you certainly get surprises. But you know, I think Raquel Thelen from Andover has a chance to step in and add to our attack and score some points for us. And like I said earlier, some of the players could play multiple positions, so kind of depends on where we feel like they're the best fit at. You know, Miranda Famestead from Sioux Falls could potentially see some time, and you know, obviously all 7 of them have an opportunity to play. So who's going to step up and kind of claim some of those minutes, we'll know, you know, a little bit later in the year. But we're excited about all of them, and hopefully there'll be a few of them that, you know, kind of step up and grab those opportunities that exist.
With your success in the past, you've somewhat been able to cast and recruiting that a little further and further and further. These guys are all, for the most part, except for Colorado, pretty close to home. Is that by design?
No, it's not. It's you know, we've been trying more and more to get into Illinois more and more, and I think you'll see that in our 2015 class. We've been trying to get into Wisconsin more, which this class is. And speaking of Wisconsin, we have, you know, Annika Kuso hails from Green Bay, so you know, our rule is that we'll only allow 1 Packer fan on the roster per year. So we met our quota with Annika. So no, I just think it just kind of played out that way, and you know, as we try to cast a wider net, so to speak, we also want to take care of our backyard. And I think one thing we've been able to do over the years is develop a pretty good reputation with our clubs in Minnesota and with our high school coaches. So I feel like we have a good reputation, and I think this is a place where in-state players feel comfortable and actually are attracted to. And over the years, we've kind of taken this program from being a kind of a best-kept secret to a little bit more of a known entity. So.
You talked a little bit about 2015, and you have a pretty good idea of what's happening there. I think there's a difference between the way football recruiting cycle and the soccer recruiting cycle. Can you maybe just talk about how long you've sort of had this nucleus of 6 or 7 players together, and how the recruiting cycle works for you?
I will, and you know what I'll do, I'll maybe hit each kid briefly as we go through that. So, yeah, I know, and I don't know all the ins and outs of the football recruiting calendar, but I know they'll go pretty crazy and things kind of go to the wire. For us, it's more of a process where we'll start, you know, almost too early, it seems like. But, you know, 90% of our visits are from juniors. I think our earliest commitment last year was Mallory. I think it's the earliest commitment we ever had, and I think it was, I don't know, Mallory, hopefully I get this right, but I think it was December maybe. So we almost, you know, once we get a commitment, in some ways we have to continue recruiting them because they want to know that we're, you know, that we care and that we, you know, we're excited about it. So yeah, when we might have contact with, it's possible we have contact with the kid almost 1.5 years before signing day. So the nice piece is we get to develop some relationships, and the tough piece is it takes a lot of time and effort and work. But yeah, the calendars are a lot different. But I'll just briefly, is that okay if I just briefly go through each? So we have Catherine Arneson from Colorado. Interestingly enough, with her, when we started recruiting her on her little recruiting website, she had the ingredients to Hello Dolly bars, and Andy and myself, being big fans of food, thought, hey, this could be a kid for us. So she ended up actually mailing us cookies later. So I think that kind of sealed the deal with us for sure. And then on her visit, her mom baked us some more. So hey, can't go wrong with there. We got a team cook coming in. So she's a goalkeeper, and we think we got a good one in her. Miranda Famestead, she's from Sioux Falls. She had the unfortunate pleasure of having Andy as a student teacher. So hopefully after that experience, her IQ didn't drop. But he probably didn't know he was recruiting way back then for Bemidji State when he was doing his student teaching. I think she was an 8th grader at the time, but Miranda comes to us from Sioux Falls. We're excited about Miranda coming in here. Jordan Foley from White Bear Lake, probably a center back. We think she has a pretty high soccer IQ, so we're excited about her ability to kind of organize a back line and give us a nice look there. Annika Okuso made the reference to Green Bay. I'm assuming she's a Packers fan. Haven't really talked much football with her, but she's a big, strong kid, 5'11". I'm close to 6 feet, so 5'11" is the tallest we can recruit. So we're excited about her. She could play center back. She could play forward. We could play her as a big, target forward who could play balls into her feet and kind of run off of her, or we could play her kind of in a center back position. And so she has some nice versatility. Or Grace Steinhauser from Totino Grace. Grace is probably one of the nicest people I ever meet. In fact, with our 2015 class, we've had multiple kids say, "Hey, I've heard Grace is coming there." So you can kind of tell with her that she's gonna make us better from the inside out. Right when she gets here on campus. So we're excited about her. She could play a forward position. She could play an attacking mid, maybe even an outside back. We'll just have to see. And then Raquel Thelen from Andover, 2nd straight year getting a high-level player out of Andover. So that program's been good to us lately. I guess from what Andy tells me, Raquel, she loves Laffy Taffy jokes. So she'll bring a good sense of humor in. But she's a great student, and she's a really high-level player. Scored a lot of goals, did a lot of great things at Andover. And then Mallory Washington, who I had mentioned earlier, who was our first commitment, another Wisconsin player, ODP kid, very good touch, quick, plays how we like to play, and also could probably play quite a few positions. So hopefully I didn't miss anyone. That's our class. We're really excited about it. Incredibly thankful for everyone who's put some sweat into this class for us. And go Beavers.